This is going to be a particularly good episode of this series. I think a lot of you guys are going to really like what you see this time. What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of upcoming mods for Skyrim Special Edition. If you have for some reason never seen the series before, more or less what it's all about is I show you some up and coming videos, assets, pictures, whatever it may be of some different mods that mod developers are working on right now for Skyrim. You're going to be able to find links to everything I show you down below in the description if you want a closer look at it or do you want to watch the full version of some of the videos. Regardless, again, as I did say, we do have a really good lineup this week. All four mods I'm going to show you right now do look extremely high quality and very promising, like they will be pretty substantial releases when they do get to that point. Regardless, if you guys do enjoy the series, I do encourage you to consider subscribing, but with that, let's just jump right into it. So up first, we have a further update to the samurai armor, but actually we have something else with this update from the Rotten Core. The Rotten Core is a relatively new mod author. He did release the network armor and power armor for Fallout 4, as well as a Batcave mod for Uldrum. So what we have here are really updates to two of these projects. First and foremost, he is working on a remaster of his Batcave mod, porting it over to Skyrim Special Edition, but kind of redoing every aspect of it in the process. And then beyond that, what was previously known as the samurai armor has now been renamed or kind of finalized the name to the Akaviri armor, and that is going to be the other armor set he is working on. So from the image you're looking at right now, in the middle is going to be the samurai or Akaviri armor, and then the left and right of him are going to be the Batman armor, and one of them is actually going to be a new Ranger style armor, with the other one being just the original Batman armor that he did create for Skyrim. As you can see, both of these armors look absolutely amazing. One of them actually kind of has a Batman Beyond feel to it. I definitely like the look and feel of both of these again though, and I feel like they fit pretty well into, it definitely looks like these are more of almost a specialty knight, if that makes any sense, like a nice plate armor or very protective armor, but something that isn't a traditional knight, but something more of like a special forces type thing. Obviously, both of these look very high quality, especially with that bat symbol on their chest. I really love the look of this armor in general, and I'm personally a huge Batman fan, so you could definitely see me making a video on this one. And on top of that, he also did say it's going to include a full remaster of the kind of Batcave and all the sounds and whistles that will come with it. So really excited to see what other details he does have on those two armors. But now moving on to the samurai or Akaviri armor. As you can see, we have a lot more close-ups of this one, and the detail on this is still amazing. Before I did show you guys this, we did have some close-up shots again, but now the more updated versions definitely look just as sharp as they did before, and it's only getting me more and more excited for this armor. If you did not know, the Akaviri are kind of a mysterious race or culture or faction in Skyrim, and there's not much known about them, but they definitely have thematic similarities to what samurai would be, so definitely excited to see this implementation as well, although this one should be a simpler mod, just a normal armor and weapon mod. Next up, we do have Lordbound. This is going to be a DLC size quest mod for Skyrim, adding in a brand new world space that is very large, a ton of new armors, weapons, new quests, a soundtrack, fully voiced NPCs, and really it just sounds very cool. I was reading a lot about this last night. There's a lot of details for this. It seems like the development for this mod, more so than even some other DLC size quest mods, is very active. In the background, I'm showing you the trailer 1 they did provide, although there also is a trailer 2 and a trailer 3 and a ton of images and a ton of articles. So if you do find this interesting, I definitely recommend reading about this mod. So again, it's going to add in a brand new world space. That's what you're seeing right now, but what are you going to do in that world space? Well, basically, there's going to be three major factions. One, the Imperial Legion, want to reclaim a trade route, but through that trade route is going to be a group of orcs in a mountain, or I guess an army of orcs. So these two are warring at each other. This is going to take place right before the war starts, and I imagine it's going to have kind of part of the war in it, but caught in between all this is going to be another faction, a smaller faction, kind of a village more, and you're actually going to be able to see their side of things and ally with them and play different quests with them as well. I think this is a pretty interesting dynamic. It's really showing kind of two major strong factions and then the people caught in between. I really like this setting and just really the idea behind this. I think it looks very cool, and some of these videos just make this look very cool and very established. It seems like they're pretty far in the way of development of this mod, which definitely is getting me more and more excited than some other ones where it's like, all right, yeah, I'll see that in like 2018. The mod authors do tout they will finish this in 2017. We'll see if that holds true or not, but regardless, even based on the work they have completed so far, this is looking very promising. So then we do have the Book of UUNP. So this technically has been released in some form for Skyrim thus far. Basically, the mod is broken up into different books. So far, we do have the first book, which is going to be of Iron and Steel. Then we do have Ancients and Tribals, which is book 2, and then of Dragons, which is volume 3. Each of these are adding in a ton of new and kind of very organic and lore-friendly looking armors or slight modifications to existing armors. The goal of this book is to make it so not every armor in Skyrim looks exactly the same. So many NPCs do wear this steel armor. Well, now with 15 different variants of steel armor, it's not going to be as annoying seeing steel armor every single time because you're going to see some different steel armors. That is more or less the aim of this mod. In the background, we have a ton of work in progress pictures for what I imagine is the next volume of this book, that being volume 4. Regardless, the mod itself only just released for Skyrim Special Edition, so it is pretty cool to see the mod author continuing to work on it. Again, this is a very high quality and expansive mod. It's adding in a lot of content and really just trying to spice up Skyrim. Obviously, Immersive Armors does this to some extent, but I think this mod's going to be an improvement over that. It seems like it's going to be adding in much more armors, although maybe not as many completely redone armors or complete overhauls of armors. This one's going to just be some more minor modifications, but so many of them that it really just makes your world seem more lively and interesting. I really like that theme, and I definitely think this is a really cool mod. I haven't made a full video on the base mod yet, but you should see that coming soon, and these new work in progress pictures just make me more excited for what updates are to come. This is how you advertise or market an armor mod. I have not been this excited for an armor mod based on these images in a very long time. This mod has no real official name. It is a mod that's a work in progress by Nice Tanaka. This mod author has made a number of high quality bikini mods for regular old Skyrim, each of them having hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of downloads. So now they are working on a brand new, what looks like a medieval knight style mod. Each of these images is showing one of the different armors. We have had some images in the past that actually shows a bit of a fort or sometimes a castle setting that does seem like it's going to be going along with this mod, which definitely seems pretty interesting, although again, we have no written details on this yet, just some of these work in progress images. Personally, I think the images speak for themselves. They are extremely high quality, they do look extremely sharp, and honestly, I want to download every single armor I see in these pictures. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode of upcoming mods for Skyrim Special Edition. Let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of this episode? Did you enjoy it? What's your favorite mod? And also, if you did watch to this point in the video, comment quarter down below. My personal favorite mod is probably going to be these work in progress medieval armors that we do have, although the Batman armor is definitely going to be a close second there. But again, as I did say in the intro here, I think every single mod I did show you in this episode is actually extremely high quality, more so than a usual episode. There's no like kind of, that one's not as good. Obviously, the images for everything except the Book of UUNP are really good. I just don't think they have good images, but the quality content is still there for Book of UUNP. I do hope you guys enjoyed as always. Thank you for watching yet again, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.